Bismillah Rahman Rahim. My dear student, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to start the last lecture from the time of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, and today's lecture is lecture number 9. So in this lecture we are going to study about the important features of Abu Bakr Siddiq's time or about his personality. Okay, as we have studied actually during the campaigns he restored the peace and order within the Islamic State. And all people actually who were against Islam, all the people who supported different people against Islam, that issue has been solved by Abu Bakr Siddiq. So in the age of 63, Abu Bakr Siddiq, he got sick and he died in 13th year of Hijrah, and he was buried by the side of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, in the apartment of Hazrat Aisha radhiyallahu ta'ala anha. So before his death he nominated Hazrat Umar as his successor. Now this is the time to study something about his character and about his nature. So there is a detailed information has been given in both book of Frkhanda Noor Muhammad and Dr Saqib. You need at least go through from the data, read the passages carefully and try to make the notes, because I am going to just write down some points from each and every book and you need to write it down in your answer. For example, as far as his character is concerned, he was simple in living. This is the most important feature of Abu Bakr Siddiq's life, that he was simple from the beginning. He never wore any kind of a luxury cloth. He never lived a luxury life. We have studied that actually during the time of Battle of Tabuk, when he brought the luggage of his house, when he brought to donate to the campaign of the Holy Prophet, he has just few things in his possession. Although he was a businessman, he used to travel to a different destination of the world before Islam, but he changed himself to a simple in living. Number 2, firm in Islam. He was very much firm in the teaching of Islam, because whenever he used to make a mindset, he used to go with those thoughts. So because of his firmness, because of his approach towards Islam, he was able to solve the matter of different issues in the beginning of Islamic empire. Okay, number 3, because he was a ruler of the Islamic State, so it was difficult for him to run the business. So he left the business for the sake of the office, because a good ruler can't be a good businessman. So that is why he left the business for the sake of Islam, and he started to have some specific amount of money as a pay from the Baitul Mal. 4th, he was humble, truthful and faithful. So these are the qualities which make him unique. These are the qualities which make him most famous among the people. He never spoke anything wrong. He was very faithful towards his followers and Islam and other things. This made him unique in his character. Number 5, knowledge of the Quran. He also got the knowledge of Quran in detail. He know actually how Quran was revealed, where Quran was revealed, and what the purpose of a specific revelation. And he is the person actually whose name are in the Holy Quran indirectly, when he was with the Holy Prophet, peace upon him, during the night of migration in the cave of Saur. Okay, number 6, then Holy Prophets also narrated many important hadiths about him. You need to memorize them, because these words are going to be important when you are going to write down about the character, about the life, about the administration of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. Got it? So these words used to help us to understand the approach of the Abu Bakr Siddiq, his loyalty, devotion, passion towards Islam. Number 7, and there are many Western scholars who also quoted different words about Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. You must have information about those words as well. So this was his character. Because of his character, he administratively do positive things to the Islamic State, because character used to mold your actions, your mindset, your intentions used to take the form of the actions. So because he was a positive, he was firm, he was loyal and devoted all the time, and because of this he was a able administrator as well. Because of his administration, he was quality of administrator, he was able to control restore peace and harmony within the Islamic State. So as far as his administration is concerned, he used to consult with his companion in the matter of issue. Whenever actually he used to whenever he used to stuck in a situation, he used to call his fellows like Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazrat Ali, Usman, Talha, Zubair, and all other important companions in order to consult from them. So this is how he started to administrate his state. Consultation is very much important. Secondly, as far as administration is concerned, he divided the state into different provinces, because one person can't rule each and every part of the state. So that is why he divided state into different parts, so that actually he might have an eye on each and everything. And every state, every part of Islamic states were ruled by Amal and Qazi and governors. Got it? So these were the main three nominees of each and every provinces who used to tackle the situation in each and every part of the Islamic province. Then comes Baitul Mal. He also established the Baitul Mal, the Muslim treasury, where the income of different sources used to gather and it was distributed to the people. Okay, Baitul Mal. So ministry finance, it was the finance ministry which was established by him. Last but not least, in his administration, the rights of non-Muslims were fully protected. So Muslims were non-Muslim was given specific freedoms in their personal capacity, and they was protected and given rights by Abu Bakr Siddiq. So basically, because of his administration, his services to Islam are uncountable. Okay, how? Number one, he became the Khalifa at the crucial time of Islamic State. Holy Prophet just died away. There was chaos and disorder in the Medina. People can't believe about the death of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. They were in anger. They were in shock. They were in pain. No one knows likely what should be done, and so many other things. So he was the person who remained cool and calm throughout the situation. He was the person who came to the people and told them that Holy Prophet is no more in us. He has left the world. So that was the most important time. So that is why it is said about him, he was the right man at right place. Then comes the threat to Islam. We have studied in detail. Immediately after death of the Holy Prophet, there were some specific issues, specific problem arose in Medina and around the Medina. He dealt them in a proper way. For example, apostate tribe, refusal to pay zakat, false prophet, and he launched different campaigns all around the Arabia and the neighboring country and other things. So mean that actually his services to Islam are uncountable. So the most importantly, another activity also took place in his time, that is known as compilation of the Holy Quran. So because of his services to Islam are uncountable, he was the right man at right place. He was the best option for Muslims to be the ruler after the death of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So my dear students, this is the short summary what he did for the sake of Islam and what was his character and his administration. Tomorrow inshallah we are going to start studying about Hazrat Umar Radhiyallahu Ta'ala anhu. Until then, Allah Hafiz.